What's up, y'all? This is your boy TT. We back with another video, man, and we are breaking down all the games that happened today. Like 20 teams, 22 teams played. Like 11 games. I don't know, 11 or 12 games, maybe 10 games. I don't know. Anywho, because there's still, while I'm making this, there's still active teams playing. Let me check. We got the Grizzlies Suns game. We got the Lakers Hornets game, and then we got the Wizards Kings game. Those are 3 games that are still going right now. But I want to make this video at like 3 in the morning. Okay, so. Those games are, I decided. The Lakers Hornets game is tied right now. The other 2 games are blowouts though, so those aren't too concerning. I kind of already seen what we're gonna see out of that. First things first, we're gonna hop on into this though. Is what is wrong with Saddiq Bey? What is wrong with Saddiq Bey? He's literally went from what is happening with Saddiq Bey, man? It's kind of disappointing. I ain't gonna lie. I really like Saddiq Bey when he was not younger. He's still young, but earlier in his career, I really liked him as a prospect going forward. But man, and this isn't just like a tonight thing. He's consistently not been good. Well, not been good's been harsh. He's not been as good as you would want him to be. That sounds better. I like how that sounds. Sounds very harsh how I'm saying it. Trey is absolutely cooking, despite the Trey rumors that like him and head coach, oh man, I forgot his name, Nate McMillan, right? Nate McMillan, they're like beefing and like they not secretly, but they hate each other. They don't like each other. That's really been interesting to see. And he's still playing good. 26 and 13 plus 17 on the court. I mean, hey, only 1 turnover with 13 assists. That's lit. So I like to see he's still playing hard. He's still in here doing his thing. That's cool to see, at least, right? John Collins is still he's a confusing piece too. 8 and 12 with 3 blocks and 3 assists. That's good. He's not a bum, but why is he being so underutilized though? Like it makes sense to the degree. I mean, you have your scores. You got Bogdanovich. I don't know. Bogdanovich should not be tied for the most shot attempts on the team though. He just shouldn't. I don't know. I don't like it though. That's what I know. I don't like it. So I hope they figure it out soon, because yeah, John Collins should definitely be taking more shots. Like, we forget this man almost averaged a 20 burger. John Collins was almost averaging a 20 piece. Hold on, I want to double check. He was, no, I lied. He was averaging a 20 piece. He averaged 22 and 10. He was averaging 20 piece. It wasn't even almost. I was thinking about this season. I didn't realize he actually did do it. That's crazy. On 58% field goal percentage. Like, y'all got to get my man his shot attempts. I want to talk about Killian Hayes' game today. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He hit a 3. I want to watch that 3. Killian Hayes shooting always amazes me. I want to watch him make a 3. Hold on. Ooh. Bang, catch me out. Okay, he cold with it. Okay, bro. All right, man. I'm really hoping like while Cade is out, he really gets to progress into something that we all know he should have been, right? Like, I mean, 2K had this man at 70 overall at one point. Look at that disrespect. I need you to bounce back. I need you to go be better. All right, Killian. But overall, this was a cool little game. I didn't get to watch the whole game. A lot of these games I watched bits and pieces. Like I said, it was like 10 games. Like, no, I did not watch every game end to end. But I did check in on all the games. So I know somewhat about what I'm talking about, right? And by the way, y'all let me know what y'all think down below about your teams or the games that you watch. Let me know. You agree with me, disagree with me, why? All right, you can't just call me idiot for no reason and not tell me why I'm an idiot, okay? Anyway, on to the next game. The Raptors and the, oh my gosh, I forgot their name. The Cavaliers. Whoa. First off, this is crazy. I want to talk about off rip. What is Nick Nurse cooking over there, man? They got these dudes running at 18. Got these dudes running an 8-man rotation. Like, come on, man. Come on. Don't do this. Like, you can give these guys minutes. Coloco's good. The Raptors wings just turning up. OG. 26 points. He hit 6 threes. Nasty. Siakam, 26, 9 and 7. I'm calling him a wing. Don't question me. 26, 9 and 7. And then Scotty Barnes, obviously, 25, 10 and 4. The stats match what happened in the game. This is crazy. Like, they just absolutely took over this game. And I think they're kind of showing why this is a wings league now. Guards are cool. Bigs are cool. But wings, that's who you want to build around, right? And for 2, I want to talk about Siakam specifically in his all-star status. Him being an all-star not isn't a question anymore. But now it's more so of, is this man an all-star starter? I sat here and I thought about it. And I was like, he's definitely, in my opinion, a top 5 player in the East. 100%. But then I remember they forced the whole 2 guards rules to make sure. I think that's what's going to hurt them. Because then I thought about it. I'm like, who's the best players in the East? Giannis absolutely is better than Siakam. Embiid better than Siakam, sure. KD, I'd honestly argue KD and Siakam for this season, but KD's gonna be a starter just because he's KD, so he's getting there no matter what. But he's not under deserving. Like, he's still playing like a superstar, so it's cool. But it's like that's already all your forwards in like big position. I mean, they're kind of lenient on the center. Sometimes a little forward slide in. I think there was a year LeBron was the center for the East or something. Somebody who wasn't actually a center was the center for the East. So I mean, they're lenient with it, but yeah, I don't know, because it's gonna be guards. It's going to be like Trey and Harden, who I would take Siakam over both. I don't think people quite understand what Siakam's been doing. He's been leading his team. Look at that, 26, 9, and 7. He looks like it. He's an elite defender. He's switching everything. Like, there's quite literally nothing more you could be asking from Siakam. There's really not. He's even been shooting the ball well. Like, well, just, like I don't know what else you want from him. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. He's not Karl Anthony Towns, but he's been hitting them things. And now let's talk about the Cavs a little bit. I really want to see, like, where's the offense come from in games like this, where Donovan Mitchell was 4 for 16. I need to see Mobley. I need to see LeVert. I need to see these guys get more shots. I just do. Because what's Caris LeVert's job on the court? What's his one definitive NBA skill? He's not a great defender. He's not a great rebounder. I mean, he's an iffy playmaker. His job is to go score the ball. That's why he's in the NBA. That's why he got that big contract extension. That's why he's here. It's because he's good at scoring the ball. He's good at getting buckets. He needs more than 4 shot attempts in 20 minutes. He just does. Absolutely does. And Mobley, I mean, that's the guy you want to develop him for the future. If Donovan Mitchell's not going, he's 4 for 16. Run some plays for Mobley. Get Mobley going. I mean, this is difficult because the Raptors defense isn't no slouch. So it's not like they're playing against, I don't know, the Hornets who just give up a whole bunch of points. I think I'm trusting Evan Mobley to go try to score against his team. You got to. If you're 7-footer can't get buckets here, come on. This is where you want to make him. Because this is the good defense teams. Anyone can go drop 25 on a bad team, right? Anybody can do that. Go do it against a good defense. That's where you want to test Mobley. Because guess what? When y'all make the playoffs, right? I'm not going to say if, because come on. The Cavs, I mean, barring some crazy injuries, they're going to make the playoffs. Mobley's got to be ready for that. LeVert's got to be ready for that. So this is when you want to build them reps now. And we'll talk about another team who's doing something similar in a minute. But overall, this was a chill game. I actually watched third quarter of this. I watched part of it too. So yeah, y'all know I know what I'm talking about. Let's go. Indiana, Miami. Man, the best wannabe all-star in NBA history right here. Halliburton, I mean, franchise high 10 threes. He was hitting them. And not only did he hit 10 threes, there's 1 3 in particular we need to watch. 8 seconds. 6, 5. Step back. Give it to me. Bang. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I need Mike Breen on that call. That is nasty. That's exactly what you want. That's exactly what you want from your star player. That man put up 43 and 7, 10 threes. I mean, he got whatever he wanted out here. It was just nasty. And I mean, and talk about Buddy Hield. 7 for 11 threes. He's been hooping 20 points. I mean, my man's a hooper. The Pacers low-key built a good team. It's kind of interesting. You look on paper, they kind of They got some dudes, but they low-key nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. They got a lot of smart players, and they got a good head coach. You add those two together, you typically end up winning games. On the flip side of this, when are we going to start talking about the Heat? As in being concerned about their future. When are we going to start talking about this? All right, so let's look at this game, right? Jimmy obviously left early. I think he tweaked his ankle, I believe it was. Something like that. He got hurt again. I know he's been battling knee stuff. I know he was sick or something. I don't know. He's been out a lot. So you're telling me that you have your healthy starting 5, and that's not good enough to get separation between you guys and the Pacers? I'm not seeing it, man. When Buddy Hield was on the court, he had a plus 27 net rating. Plus 27 on the court with him. That's disgusting. With Jimmy on the court, they played bad. with Victor Oladipo on the court. Look at that defensive rating with VO on the court. That is disgusting. But on the real note, when do we get concerned about their depth? Like, you need more. Wait, did I not switch it back? Hold on, yo. Like, they're not bad guys. Strus isn't a bad player. Victor Oladipo is not a bad player. Caleb Martin's not a bad player, but this is like, you have one of your starters giving you almost 20 minutes and a donut. I was down here, but I knew it was a donut. It was one of these donuts. He got a lot of them. 0-0-0. He took one shot in the whole game. I don't know. You gotta be more aggressive than that. You like, and not only that, but you need to get your guys more aggressive. So I don't. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, they need more depth. I'm sorry, they need more depth. I don't know how they're gonna get it free agency trades. I don't really care, but y'all need to get at least a good 1 or 2 more pieces to add to this. And give me good 2 more pieces that are playable, and we can talk then. But yeah, that was good for this game. Halliburton's game winner was obviously fire to see. That was cool. Now on to the next game. The Pelicans versus the Thunder. This was a cool game. I watched the entire fourth quarter and the full overtime. So first I want to talk about the Pelicans' depth. It was nasty. The leading scorer tonight, Jackson Hayes, who's actually normally a bench player. He's just starting because of BI. So that's nasty off rip. Absolutely crazy. 2, you got Herb Jones, absolutely strapping up down the stretch, even with 5 fouls. That boy had SGA in Fort Knox. It was nasty. It was nasty, man. And it was very disturbing to me how they handled it, but I digress. And then Hayes dominated tonight. Hold on, where's that line? Give him his respect. 21, 6 and 4, and no 3-point attempts. He was in there. Hey, he said, somebody come get your baby off the street, because he was in there bullying folks, okay? We got like 2 back-to-back and ones down the stretch. Nasty stuff. Just nasty stuff. His vertical threat was too much for Poku, who was questionably being put on him. I don't know, okay? I'm not an NBA coach. I don't know what I would have done there, but I'm not sure Poku on Hayes was the answer. I'm not sure. We were pretty good down the stretch, right? And I remember they were icing Shea completely. And the Thunder couldn't get any offense going outside Shea. And then they come down the court. I think this was in overtime. Come down the court. I think it was a hard trap on CJ McCollum off of a screen because he had just hit 3 off the previous one. And this time, they completely, just trap it. Hard trap it. He hits Najee Marshall at the top of the key. And he gets a straight line drive for a bucket. Straight line drive. And it's like, that's what you need. You need that type of playmaking for the Thunder, but they're young, so they're gonna grow, they're gonna learn stuff. But this is like when you don't have guys who are comfortable playmaking at that level, right? Because you're used to watching Shea dribble and go do his thing. Make situations where it's easier, because they were throwing Shea double teams and like pressuring him, like pushing him towards half court. It was an aggressive, like I haven't seen traps like that since high school. Like that's when I saw them type of traps. So yeah. It was really just nasty overall. Hold on, dude. I'm going to look at Najee's bucket because I forgot. I'm talking about it. I could literally show you. Okay, no. I was talking about the wrong thing then. I thought that CJ came off of his screen here and they trapped here and they get it back. So I guess he just took it straight up on his own. He brought this thing up. He had Shea on him. Look at this. Come dance with me. Cook him a little bit. All the way down. This is just a role player off the bench, man. Gets the bucket. All right, Najee Marshall's not a bum. But he's not great. So it's like he has that type of capable playmaking. But I hated how they operated down the stretch when Shea was getting doubled. Absolutely hated it. Hold on. Who was somebody else who took a crazy shot? And I remember it was somebody. Oh, man. It was somebody. I remember one of Giddey's turnovers here. Hold on. Where's... He had 5 of them things. I want y'all to watch it. I want y'all to watch this thing. Hold on. It was... But like I said, it's a young team. They just been battling the Blazers. I'm not hating on them too much. It's just they are really try to help Shea. Speaking of Shea, 44, 10 and 6. That boy was in his bag. Okay. So yeah, this was a real cool game to watch. I feel like I'm missing something, right? That sounds right to me. Also, something that was absolutely just crazy to me. Who took the shots? Was Giddey? It was Giddey. Giddey was on one of my. I sound like a Giddey hater. I promise Giddey's one of my favorite players, low key. But look at this last shot, man. 3 seconds left in the OT. Okay, I want y'all to watch this play. Let's watch this play, y'all. Okay, so He has nobody to go. It's sped up. You missed most of it, but it's about to be a 5 second call. So he gets it in quick. Good job. Hits hits the man. Why are you taking a fadeaway 2 down 3 with 7 seconds on the clock? They've been making all their free throws, so not like they've been breaking free throws down the stretch. I think they had one missed free throw from Herb, or was it CJ? Something like that. Okay, so it's fine. Maybe he was trying to get a quick shot and you foul, play that game. Sure. You get the rebound. You take a power dribble. It's 5 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds on the clock. And you go up. And then they immediately found Hayes. And that's game. And it's just, and that's partially on players for being young, but that's on the coach, man. How are you going to, you should tell them, go get a 3. I mean, it is up to you, just your coaching style, right? Because it's like some guys, I guess they want to go for quick 2, then from there go to free throw game. But it's like, man. Overall, it's a really fun game though. Watching them compete back and forth down stretch, that was some fire. On to the next game, Clippers versus 76ers. Man, it was a pretty good one. It could have been better if people would have done some stuff different. But let's go into this, right? So first, we're gonna talk about the winning team. First, man, Harden. I mean, just nasty. Check it out. 20 points, 21 assists, 11 rebounds, only 3 turnovers to 21 assists. Absolutely insane. He didn't shoot that well from the field, but I mean, he hit 3, got the free throw line a little bit. He was focused on playmaking. Absolutely dominant game from him. Love that. Embiid, he was doing what Embiid does. Only took 7 free throws and still got his 44. And then down the stretch, what's really interesting to me was they actually went to no center versus Embiid because they had Zoo. Here, we'll look at Embiid's attempts down the stretch. It was, I don't know, it would have been about here, I think. Yeah, okay, so he has Zoo. I mean, pulls it right over him. Can't guard him, right? Can't guard him. Try to keep up with me. It was this one too. You got Zoo's it's a little soft pick and roll. He fades, easy bucket, right? Zoo's not doing nothing. And then I know this was it this shot? I know Zoo got a miss on one of these. Stayed with him. It's still a good shot. He just missed it, right? So they decided to go a different route completely. They say, you know what? Let's go no center. Not this play. Not this play. It must be the next play. They go no center. Now they they got Batum on them, which I'm not gonna laugh. Like Batum was clamping up off ball. I ain't gonna lie. He was off ball pest Hall of Fame on Harden, man. I ain't gonna lie. So now you got Batum guarding Embiid. So then when they do that pick and roll, you can do a hard switch. But the problem with that is you're still getting buckets, which, I mean, it's okay because now you're making Embiid guard a wing on defense, which is kind of cool. See, it's nasty. It's nasty. Just got whatever he want. And then this layup, this late. Look at this, man. And then they end up overturning that call. I think they gave Batum a block for that, I guess. Or is that I don't know. Anyway, I really don't know. Okay. But anyway, they really went to no center against him. And I think that was really cool to see, actually. It was really cool to see. I liked it. Because it also made it easier for them to trap fast. It was overall cool, real cool thing to do. And then, I mean, Paul George struggled. It's okay. You can't be great every game, right? Kawhi, though. Kawhi looked absolutely amazing. He looked like a star player again. It was really cool to see. I know down the stretch, he had one crazy bucket. And I was like, he's that man. He's that man. It was an and one. What's the one he got fouled on? Driving layup. I think it would be this one, I think. It will be this one. Oh, yeah, it was on Toby. He goes at him. Someone come get your baby. He's got a little hop in the step. Hey, somebody come get your baby off the street. It's not safe out here. I mean, this is Kawhi. I mean, there's no crazy burst here. He got his man, hits him with some crosses, face him to the screen, goes down. Weight room. That's just a bucket. This is a bucket. And that's the problem for the 76ers. Do they have any real wing stoppers? Tobias can only do so much, man. Tobias can only do so much. Look at his roster. Matisse, but they don't really play him because of his 3-point or lack of 3-point ability. Daniel House, pretty buns. PJ Tucker, yeah. I mean, I mean, sure. I mean, that's his job. That's why he's in the NBA for stills for that. So I guess they do have a wing stopper, but man, Kawhi looked great. Batum looked great. He had a really good no dip 3 in the corner over. Ooh, who was that? It was over somebody, and and it looked like they had got. Who was it? Was it Toby? It might have been Tobias Harris. But he went here, a really good no dip 3, and that was fire. If you don't know what no dip 3 is, go look at that. It's heat. Norman Powell was good down the stretch too. Overall, real well-rounded game from the Clippers team. They didn't have enough down the stretch. They just didn't. Paul George came up short. Needed more help, and that combined with Embiid and Harden both having just nasty games overall. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're gonna lose that game. This was a really, really fun game to watch. My second favorite game of the night. We're gonna talk about my favorite game in a minute, though. On to the next game right here. The Spurs and the Magic, man. You looking at the hottest team in the league right now, man. Ain't nobody better than the Magic right now. I promise you that. The Wagner brothers really took over. They combined for 38, and they hit only three threes. 3 for 6 from 3 on 38 points. I mean, they really getting their buckets. They're getting fouled, hitting their free throws. Real cool stuff to see. Markel kind of scary. He messed up his ankle a little bit contesting a jumper on somebody. I don't know who it was, but look at it though. 8 points, 8 rebounds, or seven rebounds, 8 assists with 4 steals, only 2 turnovers. You'll take that. Take that. Cole Anthony was absolutely monstrous too though. 23, 10, and 9. It was a really well-rounded game for the guys. Hooped a lot. They shot 53% from 3. They were really just cooking. And as they're getting healthier, they're only getting better. Like, it's crazy. So it's like, Bobo was dominating over a stretch. Now they only got to put him 24 minutes a night because now they're transitioning Wendell Carter back into the league. Terrence Ross ain't even really playing no more because they got all this depth. Gary Harris is here. It's nasty what they got going on here. Spurs, I ain't got a lot to talk about, man. Y'all tanking. I'm gonna talk about y'all more next year. I promise. I promise, man. But yeah, yeah, it's not much. They don't have a real facilitator. Trey does what he can. He's still learning though. He has a lot of hiccups. So yeah, that's interesting. Trey hitting threes. That's kind of heat though. Hold on, swing it. Hey, corner. Hey, give me one more. What tang? Oh, bang bang. Not much about this game though. It was a blowout. It was one of the hottest teams in the league against one of the worst teams in the league. Not much to say. On to the next game. Now, this was my favorite game of the night. You got 25, 10, and 7 from DeRozan. You got 21 and 12 from Vu, and you got 33 from Levine. Nasty stuff they're working with out here. And then, obviously, RJ, who has 44, Randall with his 29. But what I want to talk about, first, I want to talk about Brunson's confidence, right? He's really stepped up as a leader for the Knicks, and it's really been really cool to see, right? Because it's like, I really feel like they miss that dog in him. You really like, I know people make the memes about it, right? But it's like ego that he carries with him. That like he's that guy. Even though he shot 5 for 15, he stepped up to take the game-winning free throws, which he ain't make them, but he tried. He tried his best. That's what I'm gonna say about him. He tried his best. And he tried to be the guy for this team. And I can't doubt him. I can't blame him. He hooped. He had 12, 4, and 9. He was trying every moment he was out there. Give him his respect when it's due. RJ Barrett had probably the worst offensive foul I've ever seen in my life. Here, they consider it a turnover. Oh man, look at this. I want y'all to look at this. Oh man. This was the worst attempt. Bro, what the Bro, what are you doing? Oh man. That was I just want to show y'all that. That was funny when I watched that in real time. I said, what is that man doing? But anyway, he shot 6 for 6 from the game because they didn't count that because it was a foul. So that was really interesting. Back to the winning team. DeRozan did what DeRozan does. Even though he was 8 for 20 going into that shot, he still went there and did his thing, and he hit that shot. So that was real cold. Actually, I want to show the shot. We're going to show the shot because it was cool because I thought they were going to go back to Levine because Levine had just scored on back-to-back buckets before the shot. So when they do this little quick little screen that he slips. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking right here they're gonna get the ball back to Levine. Nah. DeRozan said, I'm made for this. Give me that. Bang. Ugh. 0.4 on the clock. Nasty. And then he almost threw it away with the free throw conundrum. He tries to throw it off the glass, and then it doesn't look like it hits the rim, but it did hit the rim. But the refs didn't call it. But then the clock kept going. It was a whole situation, but the Bulls still win. And Levine, like I said, he was just going straight to the rim, attacking guys mercilessly. Whoa, at the rim, it was really cool to see him kind of look like Zach LaVine again. He's had a lot of games. He looks disinterested. It just doesn't look good. And it was good to see him drop 30. That was real cool to see. Yeah, this was a really good game, though. This is my favorite game of the night, 100% without doubt. R.J. Barrett, DeRozan, and then Randall and Levine all battling. Brunson trying to be a hero at one point. But yeah, it was a real cool game to see, man. Real cool game to see. And it's just interesting to see where these teams go from here. Because I don't know. I really don't know. This team needs health. This team needs a trade. They need to get rid of this guy right here. Probably this guy right here. And probably this guy right here. And get some more. They don't need defenders, really, because that's who they're playing right now. And that's why they're kind of winning more recently. What is it? They had 7 in a row before they lost tonight. It's because they've been playing a lot better. And he wasn't hitting threes, but he was still, hey, that's the only shots he was missing was threes. He hit everything else. So, hey, 15 points off the bench in 20 minutes. That's all you need from him. Real cool game. Real cool game. On to the next one. Here with the Mavericks and the Rockets. Who's going to come give my man Luka some help? Like, please, 50. And then he got 2 guys who scored 11. Yeah, a total of 2 players outside Luka who scored double digits. That's awful. Absolutely awful. They're not getting shots. Tim Hardaway Jr. was letting them things fly. I don't know. He did take 30 of them things, but they took 80 as a team, which means there was 50 other shots out here, and y'all wasn't hitting them things. That's all I'm going to say, man. And then down here, it was cool to see Jabari Smith Jr. has been really good recently, as in not even like recently, but like the last month or so. He's really starting to look more comfortable at the NBA level. The Rockets as a team, still, they need to shoot better. I mean, yeah, it's like Garrison Matthews, he had one job on court, to shoot threes. I don't know. He had the worst plus minus, though. Maybe that's the reason that, I don't know, he's not in a rotation. And then Bullock's fall off has been just absolutely insane. It's just been insane. Let's go and look at Luka's shot, man. I'm looking at the shot. 19 seconds left, man. Let's look at 19 seconds left here. They swing it, kick it all back up to Luka. Send him home, sir. Bang. That's a closer. That is a closer. I don't much talk about this game. Give my boy Luka some help. That's not nothing new. Just talking about, hey, Şengün looking like baby Jokic out here, man. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, no turnovers. Out there going crazy. I like that. I like to see that. I love passing big men. It's always cool to see. So, yeah, I mess with that a lot. And he's way more athletic than people really give him credit for. I ain't gonna lie. Because people see just like a slow center, but nah, he athletic. He be catching bodies. Milwaukee, Brooklyn was intriguing. The Nets had probably one of the most well-rounded games I've seen from them in this whole KD, Kyrie era. This was absolutely, like executed to perfection. They were hitting their shots. They didn't turn the ball over too much. They only had 10. Not great, but not awful considering who they're going against. Kevin Durant getting his spots, getting his shots. Easy stuff. Really good team defense. Simmons guarding Giannis was cool to see. Off the bench, TJ Warren giving you 12 points. He had 2 threes for you. Kyrie, he had an off game. They still shot 50% from field and 40%. The team shot 50, 40, 90. Like, there's not much you're going to do about that, right? Royce O'Neal hit 5 threes. It was an overall just really excellent game. 6 guys in double digits scoring. Even like Edmund Sumner didn't play good. Seth Curry didn't play that well or shoot that well for these guys. And still, they just threw this together. Absolutely nasty. The Bucks, Giannis did good. He had 20. No, I ain't gonna lie. Giannis did not do good. Giannis did good compared to the average person. Compared to Giannis' standards, he did not do that good. But 26, 13, 7, I mean, that's a bad night. I think everyone will take that, right? But they really was getting to him. Let's look at these turnovers. Let's look at them. Going, and you know what they did there? You know what they did here? As soon as he comes in, show him bodies. You come back. Simmons is coming back to the play. T.J. Warren is here. KD's helping off of Drew. So you're forcing him. KD forces him back to Ben, and then Ben helps down. Is that Ben's hand I see? Ben's hand's knocking it out. Perfect. Another one. They go nice. He's being guarded by Claxton. He go for a screen. He's trying to get Kyrie onto him. They give up the screen. They give up the switch. He loses it. Claxton goes and gets it. Nasty, right? I mean, this is all just from ball pressure, pressuring Giannis, making him make decisions very quickly. All right, so now here we got KD on him in single coverage. They spin. He tries to help. Throws it directly to Ben Simmons. They really play some really solid defense on Giannis. You got Claxton in the show second body. Who's TJ Warren guarding? Nobody knows. What I know is they're helping. Claxton gets his hands on the ball. That's his turnover. Let's keep going. He's coming in transition. He's going against KD. KD's pressuring him so much he doesn't see Simmons come in to hawk him. Turn it over. That is team defense. That's team defense. You can't guard Giannis much better than what they did. You genuinely can't. I mean, he still went 9 for 13. Crazy enough. It's like, you can't guard him much better than what they did, and he went 9 for 13. So, hey, crazy stuff. Brook Lopez looked like Brooklyn net. Brook Lopez, 23-5. Good stuff out here. I'm cool. It's cool to see him getting buckets again. You know, it's real cool to see, especially with him being hurt almost all last year. It's cool to see. Drew Holiday wasn't that good tonight. Javon Carter wasn't that good tonight. BP had 10, and I'm wondering who's really gonna step up. Middleton hasn't looked that good when he's been able to get on the court, and he hasn't really been able to get on the court. He keeps having injuries. Well, not really injuries. It's one injury now. His knees hurt again. I don't know. He not doing the best. Grayson Allen played 25 minutes for you, gave you 3 points. That can't happen. 22 minutes, 6 points. He really, especially because these guys aren't giving you other things. They'll give you hustle, sure, absolutely, but 5 reasons, no, you can't. You gotta give other things. And I'm going to go easy on Papa Joe here. Papa Joe Ingles. We're going to give him a break, all right? He's came back from a very difficult injury at an old age for NBA terms. I'm not getting on him, but that doesn't even turn around. You can't go 0 for 4, brother. So really just who's going to be the difference maker for this team, right? Who's going to really come help the stars? Because, I mean, Brooks stepped up. Drew, I mean, you're not going to play great every game, right? You're just not going to shoot great every game. No, you're not. So, but you got to have the depth. You really got to have the depth. They have a lot of names. You need a lot of contributors with this. So, we'll see how that goes. I really like the Nets. Like I said, this is one of the best all-around games from the Nets roster I've seen since the KD Kyrie era. So, I think Jacques Vaughn was obviously the right decision because, hey, he's doing the things that they need to get done. This one was real touch and go for a minute, man. We got the Celtics and the Timberwolves. Ant gave us a good 36-4. Gobert here had 8 and 12. He had no blocks actually. Okay. D'Lo had 21, 10 and 7. Not a bad game overall. Again, this is something that's interesting. Why is Jalen Noel off the bench taking more shots than your second best player? Like this is really dominant game from the Celtics. They gave it up a lot. Jaylen Brown was looking like he didn't know how to play basketball again. He has random spurts like that where he looks like he's just now like some thunderstruck stuff. Like he just woke up and like he doesn't know what's happening. But the team woke up before it was too late, so then they held on to the win. So that's a W to me. It's really interesting though. Brogdon's scoring has really fell off in his bench role recently. He was scoring a lot earlier in the season, not as much recently. I see that get up. Derek White had a really good game. Horford was shooting the ball very well. Tatum, the Jays are the best duo in the NBA right now. There's not much you can say about them. So, yeah, it's really cool. Robert Williams is out, sick. I was going to watch this game, but when I saw he was out, I was like, I'm good. I don't just watch for him, but I wanted to watch. I wanted to watch and see him. So, but it's cool. And Nasri, did the Timberwolves really move a little too harsh with the Gobert trade? Because I just don't feel like he fits with the roster. He just does. I just don't think Gobert fits here. I mean, they're gonna try to make it work because he's here. I mean, it's not awful, but look, like Gobert was minus 23, minus 23. Nas Reed minus 1. I'm just saying. I'm just here to talk hoops. First, I want to say Michael Porter Jr. is fitting perfectly into what this team needed. It was really great to see because the team looked good, but you could tell they visibly needed something more. He gave them that, and that's perfect. I mean, because again, MPJ is not a bad player. He just can't stay on the court. But he gives you 18 and 5. He hits a couple threes. He made some hustle plays, diving on the floor, just doing some really good things. Aaron Gordon's good streak continues, 13 and 6 here, plus 10 on the court. Second highest plus minus on the team. Jokic is I don't need to talk about Jokic, right? We don't need to talk about Jokic, right? But Jamal Murray, I think, was the most important one. I think this is the first real star game he's had. I know he had that big shot against Portland. I don't know the last time he played, but he hasn't really looked like a star. He's really had his moments. Tonight, though, he looked like Jamal Murray. I think that's what's important. He hit some threes. He played for other. He was getting boards. He was doing his thing. I'm not upset with it at all. Christian Braun getting a DNP after how great he played was kind of interesting, but I don't hate it. And then Zeke Naji finally getting PT over DeAndre Jordan. That was amazing to see. This isn't the first game, but it's still really cool to see that starting. That trend starting. Keep it going, Mike Malone, please. I'm begging you. Anthony Simons and Dame combined 16 for 44 from the field. Kind of crazy. And this is when you got kind of look at your depth. And that's what's just interesting is this team is so shallow. There's no depth here. There's no help. Nurkic isn't a good center. I'll take that back. Nurkic is not a good center on a good team. Gary Payton, but I mean, he's been out forever, man. We're just waiting for him to get back, which should be right around the corner. But I mean, you shouldn't be just depending on Gary Payton to make everything all better. I think they need a good 1, maybe 2 trades, depending who they're getting. One, you got to send out Nurk. You got to send out Nurkic. Get a new center, please. Like, you sent CJ out, but you didn't send out Nurk. You need to blow up the whole air. It's not working. Give it up. That's my rant for the Blazers. Again, I'm really happy to see what the Nuggets are doing. MPJ was looking good. Jokic looks like an MVP candidate. KCP's hitting corner threes. That's what the man does. And Jamal Murray is Jamal Murray again. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you like this type of content, man, y'all let me know down below. And if you have any other suggestions, I'm always open to listen to them. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy TT, and I'm out of here, man. Peace out, y'all.